Hi, my name is Liam. I transferred to the University of Illinois at Urbana-Champaign. Really excited when I went into my freshman year. It was, something new. I was away from my family for the very first time. But first couple months were really, really brutal for me. It was kind of a combination of factors. It wasn't all just, the school in and of itself. I had a kind of a not great roommate situation. We didn't really get along or see eye to eye super well. So I think that was kind of a factor of why I kind of struggled. And I kind of realized that I wanted my major to be something a little bit more specialized. I had started in the mathematics department. It was kind of a broad field, and I didn't really have a special, something that I was specializing in. It was, maybe I'll be a teacher, maybe I'll go to grad school, maybe I'll do something like that. I just didn't really know. I just wanted to do something with math. But I kind of started realizing that I wanted to do something more specialized, and I started to, look around at the major, and I realized that maybe it wasn't everything that I wanted. I realized I kind of wanted more of like a big university feel to it. That's kind of what I grew up thinking of when I thought of college. I started going home a lot. I wasn't building great relationships at school. The social atmosphere wasn't a great fit. I know a lot of transfer students, and I know that that's it's not something that's totally uncommon. As I got closer to Thanksgiving in my freshman year, I started kind of having hints of doubt. And I started talking to other friends who were having amazing times their freshman year, and I was like, well, something doesn't really feel right. Like, why am I not having this same amazing start to a freshman year that's so status quo that you would expect to hear? So I decided that I didn't want to transfer after my freshman year. I wanted to give it another semester, because I figured, well, if I could just keep pushing through it, I'm going to have a breakthrough at some point. But the more I was on campus, the more I realized that it wasn't just something that I was going to be able to push through. There was just kind of a disconnect between, me and the school. It just wasn't as great of a fit as I thought it would be. So I started to kind of look at transfer options. Some key differences between applying as an incoming freshman versus applying as a transfer student. What really stood out to me as the differences in the application were like the essays, because that's how they were really able to see, why you were interested in making the move, because it really is a big, really big jump. They made the essay very personalized, but it was also as if I was being interviewed. Why I was going to make their school a better place. I consulted with a friend of mine who is an admissions counselor down at a small, liberal arts college, and he helped me kind of work through my answers. And I really tailored my answers to making it about my experience, because they do care about things that will connect you to the university. They think they do think that that's important. They want to see that you're going to be like fully invested in it. They also want to know more about how you've developed as the years have gone on, and what you can offer as a student, what you can offer in extracurriculars, because they care about the entire student. They don't care just about letter grades and whatnot that's going to show up on transcripts. So they want to be certain about what they're getting and how you're going to impact the school in a multifaceted way. Just some kind of minor differences that I noticed in the application process. They cared a lot about how you were doing as a freshman. They weighed your grades a lot, just because now they actually have a body of work to look for when you're a student. So when you're a freshman, they're kind of projecting how you might fit into the their academics, their campus life, all of that. When you actually have a body of work, it's kind of, what I found was it was easier for them to kind of see, okay, well, we can kind of see this being a success. We could see this being a fit. I heard from U of I a lot quicker than I would have expected. I was expecting like a 2 to 3 month wait time, which was going to be kind of close to the end of the semester. It only took like 3 to 4 weeks to hear back from them, which was kind of surprising. I got an email, and they just basically said, congratulations, you're accepted. I was, super happy. I was realizing, a childhood dream, and it was kind of just going to be a better fit for me academically, and I think just something that I was super excited about. Chronologically speaking, what kind of happened next was trying to figure out which courses were going to be able to transfer on over to the university. Not everything did. There were some electives or some core courses that did not transfer. Some higher level courses took some extra work, and some like more specialized like core courses didn't transfer, but I was able to get everything, like all the AP classes, all the AP credits, and most of my core classes and my math classes did transfer over, so that was nice. When I got on campus, they did have very helpful things for transfer students. They had like transfer housing, so you can kind of learn and meet with kids that were kind of in your same boat. A lot of kids who were kind of uncertain about, what the heck did I just do? It's a big life choice, so that was really helpful. I didn't exercise that option, but it was still kind of cool that they provided that. And I know people who, their best friends from college came from the transfer housing cluster, so that was pretty neat to see. Listen to your heart and listen to people that have your best interests in mind. I really tried to push through my doubts. Sometimes it's just not the right situation. Talk to people that you trust, that have your best interest in mind. If I had to go back and do it all over again, I 100% would have done it the exact same way. As I look back at Illinois, it certainly was the right choice, so I would definitely make that decision all over again if I could.